Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Aileen Senpai, and today we're going to be listening to a group I have never heard of before. We're going to be checking out Mike and the Mechanics, and the song is The Living Years. I have not heard of this band at all, but a lot of y'all have been requesting this, so I'm really excited to add something new to this channel. If there's anything missing, please, as always, let me know in the comments below. With that being said, let's get started with today's video.
Every generation blames the one before, and all of their frustrations come beating on your door. I know that I'm a prisoner to all my father held so dear. I know that I'm a hostage to all his hopes and fears. I just wish I could have told him in the living years. Oh, crumpled bits of paper filled with imperfect thoughts, still to conversations. I'm afraid that's all we've got. You say you just don't see it. He says it's perfect sense. You just can't get agreement in this present tense. We all talk a different language, talking in defense.
Yeah, okay. I am already feeling so much with this. Even that last line, we're all speaking a different language, talking in defense. And I feel like that is such a um, common thing when you're having a conversation with someone, especially someone from the different generation. I feel like we believe like things are different now than they were back then. You don't understand. Meanwhile, everything kind of comes full circle again in every generation. There's just newer things, newer science, newer technology. That is what changes, but basically the same principles and struggles are kind of the same. There's just now different things causing those things. You know what I mean? But I feel like I get that so much. I feel like for the longest time when I was trying to talk to, my parents about things I was struggling with when I was, in high school and now in my 30s, I'm like, oh, the things are different now. And it ends up being like, wait, they were right this whole time. Because when you're a kid, you honestly feel like no one understands me. My parents don't know what's going on. I have it so much worse. Meanwhile, my mom went through the same thing, and she was yelling at her mom and her mom was yelling at her mom and so on and so forth. It was just like this crazy cycle. And it seems like we just can't understand each other. And it's so frustrating. But then you grow up and you're like, wait a minute. They were right the whole time. I wish I would have appreciated that in the moment. You know what I mean? Went back
You
a little
say you
bit.
just don't see it. He says it's perfect sense. You just can't get agreement in this present tense. We all talk a different language, talking in defense. Say it loud. Say it loud. Say it clear. Oh, say it clear. As well as you hear.
Oh, that's so pretty.
It's too late when we die. Oh, when we die, we don't see eye to eye.
Yeah.
So we open up a quarrel between the present and the past. We only sacrifice father passed away. I didn't get to tell him all the things I had to say. I think I caught his spirit later that same year. I'm sure I heard his echo in my baby's newborn tears. I just wish I could have
Oh,
told him in the living years. So say it loud. Say it clear. Oh, say it clear. As well as you hear. It's too late. It's too late when we die. We don't see eye to eye. Hey, so say it loud. Say it loud. Come on, say
oh, that was so beautiful and sad, and oh, his voice. All right. Are we all just kind of in our feels right now? Man, that message was so powerful and strong. Reminded me so much of the message in Harry Chapin, Cats in the Cradle. You know, that song, every time I hear it, also gives me the same feelings of kind of like telling this story. And it even makes it sadder knowing, Harry passed away before he was able to do all those things with his son. But the message is the same, It's this thing that we kind of live in regret. Oh, I didn't get to tell them how much I love my mom, my dad, or my partner, the one that got away. It's this cyclical thing of having these resentments, regrets. Living in regret is not a way to live at all. And I feel like these songs like this are so eye opening. It really shakes you like, you know what? Yeah, let me snap out of it. I feel like I'm not. Appreciative. I'm not having these hard conversations. And even though sometimes these are really tough conversations to have and really big pills to swallow, they need to be had in the living years. Because then what's the point of, oh my gosh, the person I wanted to have this conversation is no longer with me and it's going to haunt me until the end of my days. You know what I mean? It's not a way to live whatsoever. And like you said, these generations, it feels like we're speaking each other in different, languages. We're always on the defense, and I get that. Sometimes it's hard. I've definitely opened those doors with my parents long, long ago. Things that I struggled with when I was younger, and maybe they didn't understand me, but it was also them on the defense mode because their parents didn't understand them and they weren't allowed to have those conversations. I'm in a Hispanic family, and that's a huge thing to break. My mother grew up in Mexico, and she had so many hard times, and her mother didn't allow her to have the spaces to, be vulnerable, be open. So she was on the defense mode her entire life. So when I came to her with things, it was almost difficult for her to understand and kind of help me through those because she never had that as well. And it was also me understanding that she's not being difficult with me. She just also needed that when she was younger. And now she's having those conversations with her mom, and they're breaking cycles. It's such a beautiful thing. But I'm really happy that happened almost 10 years ago, and I helped her open the door to have those with her parents. And now they're closer than ever, so it's a beautiful thing. I hope to do that with my children. And I feel like, oh man, it's hard. It's really, really hard to do that. But when you've hurt somebody, or if you just want to say something, you want to talk about something in your past, you should while they're here in the living years before time gets past us. No days are promised, but having those now in the living years can, bring you guys closer together, and you won't have those fears of regret and thinking about that conversation, the shoulda coulda wouldas. You know what I mean? It's an ugly feeling to live with, and I don't want that on anybody. So This was a very powerful message. Also important to live in the now. Like I was saying, it reminded me so much of Cats in the Cradle, having those moments. You know, he's with his son, and that moment he said, "I think I saw my father and my newborns cry." You know, you're now he's holding his child closer to him because he doesn't want to do what he did with his dad. So it's also another important thing is to remind yourself to love those ones that you have, your children, your partner, whatever, your friends, family, whatever it is, hold them close to you, and cherish those moments, memories, and all of that while they're here. Wow. Yeah. I was like, the whole time, I'm like, man, I really was not expecting it to go there. As soon as it started, I was like, oh, this is going to be a very heavy topic. So I am also feeling myself in my feels as well. Yeah, difficult talks, difficult things, but we get through it by ripping the band-aid, having these difficult conversations, and trying to move forward with this new information that we have, a new outlook, I guess. But hope you enjoyed this. Weird thing to say, but you know what I mean. If you enjoyed my rambling, I would love to have you along with this musical journey. We get really deep. We feel a lot. I'd love to have you along for my musical journey. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to join us. We talk a lot about stuff like this over on my Twitch. We are very deep. We talk a ton. Love to have you on for the conversation. I stream on Twitch every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern. But other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next one. In the meantime, take care of yourself and each other. Remember, I love you so very much, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.